In her first musical number in the Disney musical named after her, Mary Poppins describes herself as practically perfect. The same description could be applied to the recent staging of Mary Poppins by the Variety Children's Theater. Elizabeth DeRosa had striking aplomb as the title character, who appears unexpectedly at the home of George and Winifred Banks just after their rambunctious children have run off another nanny. Mary works her magic on the parents as well as the children. DeRosa could be as playful or as stern as the occasion required, but she was always in command. I can't imagine a more winning personality or more beautiful singing in Mary's numbers. The contributions of Flying by Foy were essential when Mary soared over the audience at the end, and also in the remarkable number Step in Time, in which Mary's friend Bert danced upside down on the ceiling. But the personal magnetism of Drew Humphrey's Bert would have been magical without the special effects. His solo dancing was brilliant, and he was the perfect partner for everyone he worked with. George Banks travels the greatest personal journey in the story, from obsessive tyrant to caring parent and loving partner. Every moment and step in the journey was completely believable in Gary Glasgow's finely shaded interpretation. The song Being Mrs. Banks was heart-meltingly beautiful in Leah Barry's arresting portrayal of a former actress who was plagued with doubt in her role as wife and mother. As the Banks children, Fiona Scott and Phoenix Lawson displayed exemplary professionalism. So Vanderhaar's peremptory Mrs. Brill and Sean Bauer's faint-hearted Robertson Eye were ideal complements as the Banks' servants. There were fine comic performances by Elise Labarge as the toxic nanny Miss Andrew and Allison Newman as Mrs. Corey, who runs a sweet shop that also sells words, including supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It was the basis of a dazzling number in which Variety kids were front and center. These are kids served by Variety, the St. Louis charity that helps children with physical and intellectual disabilities reach their full potential. The inclusion of Variety kids wasn't just a nice gesture. They made the show better because of their own talent and dedication, and because their director, Lara Teeter, knows how to choreograph for all his performers. The ensemble featured local favorites Rit Riker, Taylor Peets, John Flack, Gary Love, Kay Love, Eileen Engel, and members of the Big Muddy Dance Company. No expense seems to have been spared in Duncy Dye's set, John Wiley's lighting, Westy Wandle's sounds, and the costumes from Kansas City Costume. The playing of the orchestra under Greg Schweitzer was a delight, as was the entire show.
Another triumph for Lara Teeter and for the Variety Children's Theater. And I really enjoy the music in this one from the Disney factory, but let's hear some of it.
Check your breath before you speak in case it's halitosis. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.